Minecraft Java, Minecraft Bedrock. Minecraft Java, Minecraft Bedrock. Which version am I on now? If I were to tell you right now that I am playing Minecraft Bedrock Edition, would you believe me? Well, if you look on the very bottom corner, it does show the Bedrock version. So yes, we are on the Bedrock Edition. We are using a resource pack which is called Vanilla Deluxe UI. Now this will make Minecraft Bedrock Edition look just like the Java Edition. Now there's actually 4 pack variants that you can download for Vanilla Deluxe. There is Java UI, which is the one that I'm using, and it makes all the menus look like Java Edition. Then there's also Mixed UI, which has a little bit of Bedrock and a little bit of Java. Then finally we have a PvP version. Then there's also another version of the Java UI, which is called Dim Mode. If I activate that, then this basically acts like a dark mode for the Java UI pack. But you must make sure that this is above the Java UI variant. So what Vanilla UI Deluxe does, it will bring everything that you love about the menus from the Java Edition right over to the Bedrock Edition. Right off the bat, you can already see the first big change. The title screen now looks like Minecraft Java Edition. Play game, achievements, and where realms would usually be, you have Minecraft Marketplace, you got the options, and all the other stuff. So if I click on play game, this is what the world loading screen looks like, and it just looks so good. I love this pack so much. Right up here, we have a few buttons. This one is for Minecraft Realms. There's also a pending invite button. Then right here is for your servers. If you come down here, we have results featured servers. Click on that and you'll find all the different servers that are featured in Minecraft. And of course you can add in servers as well by clicking add server. The achievement screen, it has been left alone, so you're not going to find any changes in here. The marketplace is exactly the same as well. But the one thing that did change is the character creator. So if I click on this button, this takes us to a skin creation screen. This looks so beautiful. We got our user up here, so our Microsoft account. We got my content. We got the amount of mine coins. We have options right down there. Then if I click on edit character, this is what the edit screen looks like. We got ourselves our own skins. We got our styles, our emotes, and then our capes. And just everything about this, it just looks so clean and so great. And it also reminds me of the Minecraft launcher a little bit as well. The way it's all set up. You know what? It just looks so beautiful. Right down here, we do have ourselves our featured items. And we have our featured and recommended skin packs. If I were to click on my content though, nothing has changed inside of here as I can see. Going back to the main title screen, clicking on this button will take you right to the feedback page. So if you thought that was like language or something, nope, you're mistaken. Clicking on options. The options look exactly like the Java Edition. We have our FOV. This is what the profile screen looks like. We have our audio options, our video, and then all the way on the very bottom, we do have ray tracing. And you can find the ray tracing options. On the very top, there's also a max frame rate. So you got unlimited by default. But you could choose whatever amount of FPS you want it to be capped at. So if you want like 10 FPS for some reason, then you can go for 10 FPS. We do have our mouse and keyboard controls. We have our controller controls. And we have our touch controls. Clicking on language, you got all the language options. But unfortunately, there is no cat law or pirate speak or any of that kind of stuff, even though I think that Mojang should introduce those. Then we have our accessibility options. Right at the very top of the screen, we have storage. You can find your world templates, your research packs, favorite packs, and your worlds. And I really love the fact they're in a nicely clean list. You also got your selection button up here. If you were to click on that, then you could choose different ones that you want to delete. So this is actually really cool the way it highlights them. I actually like that. Clicking on research packs. This is really cool looking. So you got all your available packs over here. You got your selected packs, like the ones that are already applied. Obviously the ones on the very top are the ones that's taken most priority. And the ones on the bottom parts are less priority. But it's really cool. And that's gonna pretty much do it for the options. So now let's click on play game. As I explained earlier, this is the world selection screen. If I click on new world, then we got our templates right up here. We have other world templates that you may have got from the marketplace, and then you got see more. But I'm going to click on create new right here, and the moment you do that, then you'll find the Java world creation screen. It makes me feel like I'm playing Java Edition, but I'm really playing the Bedrock Edition. But if you do want a better experience, I'm going to click on options and I'm going to disable the screen animations. So this will make it feel even more like Java Edition. So click on play game, and then as you can see, there is no animations. I'm going to go ahead and click on create new again, and let's go see what we got here. So we got our game modes. The moment you click on that, then we're going to tell you about creative mode achievements. So yeah, we know about that. But it's only going to pop up one time. We got our difficulties, and I also like the fact that there's no drop-down menus, that it's exactly like Java Edition. You can just click on it, and it will cycle through them. That's just really great. We also got our allow cheats options, we got our research packs, and our behavior pack, do not ask. We got our more world options. We have a world type. We got old. I'm going to miss old world types very badly. Too bad they're being removed. We got our flat worlds, and we got our infinite again. So then we have our starting map, and now onto the advanced. This will give you your multiplayer settings, your experimental options, and this is what the game rule screen looks like. It is now time for me to enter a world, and so I can show you some of the UI screens. So first off, let's begin with the pause screen. So in the pause screen, this is what it's going to look like now. We have a button up here. I believe, yeah, that opens up the marketplace. We have achievements. We have our feedback. So of course, we'll take you right to the feedback page. You got the list of players. So you have a very clean list of the players instead of just looking on the side of your screen. Now going back into the options. So right here, we have a sidebar. We have this button, which just opens up your subscriptions. We got the question mark button, which will teach you how to play things. And then we have this gear icon, which will open up more options. So you can add your HUD in here, you can add paper doll, and all the other stuff. And then we have this button, which looks like Steve's head. So if I click on this, then it will change your perspective. And it's very good for mobile players. We have our creative menu, and this is what the menu now looks like. This looks so good. It looks so much better than the one that we got currently. And I kind of wish that we would have gotten this in the first place. We got our 4 tabs. We got construction, equipment, items, and nature. Then over here, we have our search section, so we can search for whatever we want. So if you want to look for a bed, then we can just type in bed and find bed. We all know how that works. Now right over here, I've set up a bunch of different items that have UI in Minecraft. And most of these have ended up changing. Some of them, I couldn't really tell a big difference. They look basically exactly the same. But let's go ahead and take a look at all these. But also on the side of the screen, you will find a comparison on Bedrock Editions menus. So Java UI versus Bedrock. And to begin with, we have our villager UI. It's definitely a big massive change. We have our invilles, exactly looks the same, except for that part. That part's a different color. And then we have our bed UI, our crafting UI. I love the crafting UI. This looks so good. Exactly like the Java edition. We have our book, and when you click on that, it will get rid of the recipe book, so you can do all your regular crafting if you want, or you can do the automatic crafting way. You also got all the buttons, so you can go to a specific category if you want to find a specific recipe. Our next UI is the sign UI, furnace UI, no big difference. Smithing table, same deal. The grindstone does look a bit different with the design. The enchantment table, no change. Stone cutter is actually a bit different in the design. If I put in cobblestone, then instead of having all the options on the side, like how it normally is on Bedrock, it's now in this nice little interface, which I really do like. The chest has no changes. The brewing stand, our horse interface hasn't changed all that much. Usually the background color is white, then this background color is normally gray. The beacon screen looks the same. Now the cartography table looks a bit different. It's usually this has a different texture. Then right up here there would usually be a bar that you can use to rename your map with. Then we have the loom. Now usually over here in the loom you would find yourself all the banner designs. Then in the middle you would find these 3 spots right next to each other. And then we have all of our banner designs right in this little interface. The jigsaw block looks a bit cleaner. And finally we have the command block, which looks like, the Java command block. If you were to click on this plus button, then it would expand the command input. That's probably the one advantage that this has over Java, because on the Java edition, I don't even think you can expand this section. And obviously, Java edition, they don't have hover nodes, and I don't think they have delay in text either. But the command block basically looks like the Java command block. And that's basically it for all of those UIs. But we're not done yet, because we have a few more things to go over. This is what the loading screen looks like. There's a bunch of dirt in the background. And we also get the loading bar as well. Inside chat, this is what the entire chat screen looks like, and I like this. It looks a lot cleaner, a lot better than what it usually is, and it's also a lot easier to see in the background. It's usually when you have the chat open on Bedrock, everything is all very dark in the back. I do not like that whatsoever. Now I'm gonna type in a command. And this is the one thing I don't like. I don't know if there's anything that the creator could do about this, but I don't like the fact that there's like black backgrounds all over the place. Like it can really get in the way of looking in the background. Now we also got the gear icon, and this is what the chat settings look like. I definitely like this quite a bit as well. So we can mute our chat, we got text to speech, we got our font, Mojangles or Nuttlesense. I prefer Mojangles. We got the chat color so we can cycle through all the different colors. I kind of wish that this was a drop down menu because you never know which color is coming up next. And we got the mentions colors as well. I'm going to make my mentions green because why not? And if you want to reset it, then you got that button down there. Right here, we have quick commands, and here we are in survival mode. Nothing really changed. Your health and your hunger and your XP bar and all that other stuff pretty much is in the same location. If you want to edit a world, just go and simply select it first. Then click on edit, and then you should have all this stuff that you can use to edit the world with. That's basically it for everything that this pack offers us. And I love Vanilla Deluxe UI. It's a really good UI pack, and if you want Minecraft Bedrock to look like Java Edition in any way, this is the pack just for you. I recommend going for it. And there's also another pack I recommend getting, Agent Mindstorm's Java Aspects pack. It has a lot more things from the Java Edition, such as graphics, also sounds, textures. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments or what you think of this. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I will catch you next time. Goodbye.